Welcome to another episode of Sim Saturdays, where we create Sims. Today, I was really in the mood to recreate two more of my LEGO figures, so that is what we are doing here today.
Ooh.
So, I picked out two more that I wanted to recreate, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get that started. So, since we are on the male sim, I'm gonna start with the male figure. Okay, that works, Okay, so for this one, I named him Zio, and then for his last name, let's see, Davidson. Zio Davidson. I like that.
Huh.
Okay, that's pretty close, actually. That's pretty close. Let's go with that. Alright, I'm gonna get the hair and everything all figured out before we go in. So, he definitely has black hair. Alright, that's honestly perfect. I don't really know if any other hairstyle is gonna work quite as well as that. Yeah, looking at all our options, I feel like that's really the closest we're gonna get, unless this one will work, which it won't. That's not the hair. No, that's too neat. I don't really know if I like that. All right, I think looking at all our options, this is the closest one we're gonna get. No, not that. This. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right, and then the eyebrows. I might as well just. Yeah, should I leave the eyebrows as is? I don't know. I don't think I like that. Let's go. Okay, that's pointy. I don't want it to be that pointy. Bring them down a little, maybe? Okay. And then the eyes are basically black. I don't want to make them black, though. So. What do I want to do for his eyes? It's too big. That's too big. I kind of like that. I kind of do. Maybe if they're just a little bit smaller. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring these eyebrows down a little because he looks a little more surprised than I want now. All right, he kind of looks like a little kid. I need to give him some facial hair for sure. Okay, the nose is fine. The lips, I'm gonna just give him a little bit of a half smile, and then we'll go into detail edit mode and see what I can do here. Alright, and then these can come up a little like that. It's a little better. Alright, yeah, I definitely need to give him some facial hair just because he still looks very childlike. Like he's a... Yeah, I like that. Alright, the ears are fine, everything else is fine. I think the face and everything is fine, so we'll go on to the outfits. That's what I'm trying to say. I can words, okay? I can words. Maybe that? Maybe not that. Here I am being indecisive again! You guys are used to it at this point! Ooh, maybe this? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Alright, and then, wait, is there another, like, greener, more green? Or is that the closest we'll get? Yeah, that's the one. Alright. So, for the pants, I have black pants for him. Alright, I do want him to have, like, a jean of some sort, but which one? Not that one. No! Maybe that. That could work. That one. That one's the one. Alright. And then I want to have him, like, have some boots on as well. Okay. That's pretty good. And then... Actually, I'm not really feeling the eyes now that I'm actually looking at them. The eyes, I'm not a huge fan of. Let me change those up a little. Okay, they need to be smaller. Definitely. And then we'll go into detail edit mode and see exactly what I need to do in order to make this look right. Okay, those look alright. They're not perfect. I'm not... Ah! The eyes on this one are tricky, I think. Alright, I'm just gonna give him the glasses and see if that helps. Because I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure on this. I think it works. I think it works. Alright, so that's Zio. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it'll work. It'll work. Alright, so that's Zio. I'm gonna move on to the female sim. So, for the female sim, I named this one Lulu. And her last name, I know this is gonna sound like a weird name. It's one that I got on a random name generator. Lulu Nickromorth. I like it. I like it. Alright, so for Ms. Lulu, we gotta make her skin a lot brighter. Let's see. That could work. Okay. Maybe a little darker. Right about there. Let's go with that. Alright, and then her hairstyles. She has yellowy blonde hair, so somewhere... Let's try that. Let's try it. That could honestly be it. I'm just gonna give her her hat and see if this is actually it. Where are the beanies? Is there really not a pink option for beanies? Like, is this really the only option we get? That's not what I'm going for. Even though the cow is kind of cute, that's not what I'm going for. Okay, that tiger is... Okay, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. Alright, we need the beanie. Where's the beanie? Are there really no pink options for beanies? There really are no pink options for beanies. Wow. Okay, I guess that's the closest we'll get then. Alright, honestly, looking at it now with the hair, that's honestly... That's good. That's good. We're gonna go with it. Alright, and then her eyes. Again, they don't really have... Minifigures don't really have color in their eyes, so... Just make it brown and move on. Okay, yeah, these are a little... That's a little big. I'm gonna make them smaller a little bit. Okay, right around there. And then for her, she also has glasses, so let's get her some big red glasses. The big red. I don't know. Alright. And she's got a mole. Looking at her thing there. She's... Ooh, my gosh. Okay. Alright, yeah. Looking at her what am I saying? Looking at the figure. She's got a mole, so I want to give her a mole too. Okay, yeah. These are a little... That's a little big. I'm gonna make them smaller a little bit. Okay, right around there. And then for her, she also has glasses, so let's get her some big red glasses. The big red. I don't know. Alright. And she's got a mole. Looking at her thing there. She's... Ooh, my gosh. Okay. Alright, yeah. Looking at her what am I saying? Looking at the figure. She's got a mole, so I want to give her a mole too. Is that it? That might be the closest one, yeah. Alright. Alright, the nose could be a little bit smaller. Okay. And then the lips. Oh, I like that. I like that. Alright, let's give her some very red lips. I think you're right around there. Okay, and then I think the face is pretty good, honestly. I don't really know if there's anything else I want to change about it. So let's move on to the outfit. Alright, so I gave her like a hoodie. I do like the ripped jean look for her. Let's go with it. Alright, let's go back to the sweaters and give her... She needs a white sweater for sure. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. Let's see. Sweatshirts. No, not that. Maybe that? Ooh, yeah, that's it. And then we'll give her some, black sneakers. There's the black. Alright, and then go with that. No, not that. No. I guess that. That looks good. Alright, so that's Lulu. I think she turned out great. Alright, so that's gonna do it. I think they both turned out really cool. So this is Lulu, and that is Zio. I'm still not 100% sure on Zio's face here, but you know, I worked with what I had, and so I'm gonna go with it anyway. Alright. So, I think these both turned out really good. Alright, so with all that being said, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Sims Saturdays. I will see you guys next week when we create even more Sims. Until then, keep being creative.